Trying a new thing, as amazing and exciting as that can be, can bring up a lot of negative emotions like uncertainty, anxiety, fear, and frustration. And depending on how we deal with these emotions, we may not make it far beyond the starting line before we give up altogether. If this is you, as it has been me on several occasions, this challenge is for you. Welcome to the Start Something New Yin Yoga Challenge on Applied Street Co. This is a Yin Yoga 3-day yoga challenge intended to give you space to release some deep tension in your body, as well as encourage you to overcome emotional hurdles that may be stopping you from trying something new. Here on day one, we're going to focus on opening up our hips, a place where we tend to hold a lot of emotional and physical tension. And at the end of the practice, we're going to meet back here for a little pep talk and a journal prompt. Enjoy the class, and I will see you soon. Hey guys, thank you for joining me for day one of the Start Something New Yoga Challenge. I hope you are excited as I am to be getting into this. So I hope you have your mat in front of you. Only props you will need for this class are a couple of blocks, but if you have other props that you typically lean into during your practice, feel free to bring them into the fold. But you're going to reach for your block, place it underneath your bottom, and come to a comfortable seated position. Allow your legs to butterfly open. And let's just take a few moments to find our breath and really settle into our body. Give yourself permission to arrive here. If your mind is on other things, just let those thoughts go. Practice being present and in the moment on this mat for the next 20 or 30 minutes because you deserve that. Place your hands on your knees as we begin to get some movement in our neck by dropping our chin to our chest and then gently lifting our head back, dropping our chin to our chest again and lifting our head. Once more, drop your chin to your chest and lift your head and begin to gently roll your head in a circle and gently stretch those neck muscles. Really taking your time if you're stiff in your neck right now, but still beginning to work through the tissues there. Roll your head in the other direction. And bring your head back to a neutral position. We're going to do shoulder rolls now. So roll your shoulders up and back for a few rotations. And rolling your shoulders forward now. Allow your shoulders to settle where they were. And let's take a few more intentional breaths. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, and deep breath out. Beautiful. Gently draw your legs together, bringing your knees towards each other. And just hug your knees into your chest for a few moments, giving yourself a nice embrace. All right, touch your fingertips to your mat, lift your weight up off of your block, and bring your legs in front of you. We're gonna fold forward, but we're gonna position our legs in a certain way. So bring your right leg in front of your left. We're gonna prepare to fold forward. So when your legs are in position and you feel okay here, lower yourself onto your forearms. And if this feels okay, where you can feel a nice stretch in your glutes and your hips, then you can stay here. But if you were open for a deeper sensation, you can grab your block and place your foot on top of your block and fold forward that way. So really tune into your body, see how you feel, and determine where your edge is today. Could you use the block here, or are you okay without it? All right, slowly walk your hands in and come to an elevated seated position. You can remove your block if it's under your foot and give yourself a chance to reset before we move into our next pose. All right, so we're going to switch the position of our legs. Left leg comes forward. We're going to settle in and bend onto our forearms. Again, ask yourself if this feels okay, or can you deepen the stretch by adding a block. All right, sit yourself up. You can remove your block. Again, allow your hips to settle before we move on. So set your blocks to the side for now. Unfold your legs and bring your feet to the floor, keeping your legs bent. Moving into windshield wipers, allow your legs to fall out to the side, and then gently transition them over to the other side. So we're loosening up those hips and our lower back just for a little bit. All right, bring your legs back to center. Step your feet out a little wider apart than before, and allow your legs to fall out to the left. Take care to form right angles with each leg, and we're going to move into a reclined deer pose, twisting our torso towards our front leg. Taking a moment to adjust here. And folding forward onto our forearms if our body allows us to. Deer pose is a great one for targeting the hips. You have an external rotation of your front hip, an internal rotation of your back hip. You've got twisting and flexing of your spine all at the same time. So this one is a good one to throw into the mix when you're trying to release tension in those areas. If you feel like you need support underneath your torso, such as the block or pillows, feel free to grab those if they're going to make you more comfortable and allow you to hold still. All right, slowly lift your torso off the ground and untwist towards the front. Bring your pelvis back to a neutral position, and I always like to give my body a minute to reset. So we're going to twist to the other side. Again, you want to make sure your legs are pretty much at right angles here before you twist towards your front leg. Give yourself a moment to adjust, and then if your body allows, fold forward, supporting your torso with any props that you need. Gently shift out of your deer pose, sitting yourself back up. And gently bringing yourself to a more comfortable seated position. Take a few moments to breathe here. So now that we have gotten a little movement in our hips, we're going to move into a shoelace pose. I will say that this pose is a pretty intense hip opener. It is actually a pose that I cannot do full out. And that's okay, because even though a pose is hard and you can't do it full out, there's no reason to avoid it. Just use props to modify it. So moving one leg at a time, fold your left heel towards your bottom. And when this feels okay, fold your right leg over your left. And this is where you may want to place a support between your legs if need be. As you're sitting, make sure both of your sit bones are in contact with the floor, and gently begin to pull your ankles away from each other. Your arms can stay extended on the sides of you, really reaching through your fingers, touching your fingertips to the mat. Again, this is a very intense pose. If you need to unfold your legs a bit, please do so. If you need to, again, support your legs with blocks or pillows, please do so. And if all you can do is cross your legs in front of you, then that is going to be your shoelace pose for today. That's your modification for today. That's completely fine. Just settle into stillness here and try to breathe into this. All right, coming out of this pose, gently bring your arms in. Remove any props from around you and gently unfold your legs, one leg at a time, pausing between each movement to reset. Bring your legs back to a more neutral position. Find your breath. Congratulate yourself for completing this pose on one side. And we're going to do it on the other side. So your right leg folds in, right heel comes towards your pelvis. Left leg folds over your right. If you're okay without a prop, go on and begin to pull your legs and your ankles away from each other. If you do need a prop, go on and put those in place. And begin to position your legs. And making sure that both of your sit bones are in contact with the mat. You're not tilting to one side or the other. And when you're set, extend your arms again. and settle into stillness. All right, time to untuck and unfold one leg at a time. Position your legs in front of you again. And just take a few moments to just relax. So move your props aside just a little bit, just enough so you have room to lay down on your mat. You can come back onto your back. You can keep your legs folded in front of you and reach for your thighs for a happy baby pose. If you can reach the bottoms of your feet, you can adjust your grip there and begin to draw your knees towards your armpits. So gently press those hips open. Maybe shift your weight from side to side. Get some movement going here if that feels okay for you. I'm going to hold this for about 2 more breaths before coming out. All right, touch the soles of your feet to your mat. We're going to go into a spinal twist. Bend your left leg and bring your left ankle to your right thigh. Allow your legs to fold to the left. If hooking your left foot onto your thigh is too intense for your lower back, simply unhook your legs and fold your legs out of the twist just a little bit and settle in there. Your arms can stay by your side or you can cactus them out. gently untwist. Bring your left foot back to the mat. Hook your right foot onto your left thigh and allow your legs to fall out to the right. Arms can stay by your side or come up for a cactus position. Untwist your spine, unfold your legs, and moving into Shavasana, allow your legs to extend down and allow yourself to be completely held and supported by the ground. There is no need to do anything here. Just find your breath and tune into that. All right, stay here for as long as you like, but when you are ready, gently roll yourself up onto your side and come back to a seated position. That is it for day 1 on the mat. I will see you in a minute. Welcome back. I hope you are feeling more at ease in your body. I hope that your spirit is feeling a bit calmer than before. And I hope you're in a good headspace to journal a little bit. Journaling is one of the best ways to make sense of your thoughts, and it's one of the best ways to identify behavioral patterns in your life, which is what we're seeking to do right now. Today's journal prompt is: what emotions come up for you as you're trying something new? And how have you typically dealt with these emotions? If you want to succeed in anything really, you have to understand the hurdles that are keeping you from your goals. And when it comes to trying something new, I want you to ask yourself, what is getting in my way? Is it self-doubt or worry of being judged? Am I obsessed with perfection? Am I terrified of not knowing how it will all work out? For a lot of people, fear is constantly holding us back from trying new things. And while we may convince ourselves that this isn't a big deal, making a habit of running scared leads us to leading a mediocre life. And we deserve more than that. Not that life has to be exciting all the time, but we deserve to boldly try new things. Because we never know what may stick and what may change the trajectory of our life for the better. One new skill, one uncovered passion will catapult us into better opportunity and richer experiences. And that is what we deserve. So you have your homework, get some paper, Explore this journal prompt, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 2 of the Start Something New Yoga Challenge. Bye.